Hey Boo Buddies, welcome back to my channel, Anya here, and it is time for the Q2 setup. I am ready to be done with Q1. I don't know about anybody else, but I feel like the first 3 months of the year are always just recovering and catch up from the end of the last year, and it's just running around trying to clean up and deal with the snow and get taxes squared away and all those things that we have to do during the year. And I really don't feel like the year actually starts until April. So I am ready for April and sunshine and a new start. So let's get into it. I like to do a cover for a start of a new quarter. I don't tend to do it for each month, but I do it for each 3 months. And I'm doing more Boo in my planner because Boo is a very big part of my creative life outside of YouTube as well as on YouTube. And because it is springtime and new beginnings, I've got Boo outside in the garden. I will be out in my garden in the upcoming weeks to come. So Boo needed to be out with me for my cover page. Boo is got their garden hat on to keep the sun off so that they don't get heat stroke, and of course a garden hoe to help churn up the soil, and then I've got a vegetable patch ready to be planted, or the start of being planted. I am doing a half page cover this quarter. Normally I would do a full spread cover. But not this time, only doing half, so I'm gonna go ahead. And I learned from last quarter where I tried to use a lot more color with the Tombow pens, and that was a mistake. We learned. So I'm gonna just go ahead and just color in what needs color and then just leave everything else implied color. I think it works overall where I just kind of give everything a nice little bit of accent color and shading, but for the most part I don't do a whole lot of color. I actually had some problems with the blending pen, the N000 in the Tombow brush pen color scheme, and it had some leftover color from the last time I used it in my last project, and it kind of gave a weird green gray effect, and it didn't come out quite what I wanted, but I think it works. I don't think it detracts and ruins anything from what's going on. It's still a very organic color. It still works with the garden. We'll just say that that's microgreens that is being grown. I think that came out pretty good for almost not lots of color, but just lots of implied color. That's some garden spirit going on there. As I said, I am only doing a half cover page or half cover spread, so 1 page cover this quarter because I'm adding things to what I would normally do during a quarter. So my goals page, which would normally be on the back of my cover page, is now opposite my cover page. So this is now going to be my goals page for my quarterly goals that I'm tracking. And so I did the potted plants. So I'm doing a 3-layer of potted plants, so hanging plants, shelf, and then standing pots. And normally what I do for my quarterly goals is I do like a coloring book thing where I do some great drawing and then I leave it blank so that as I achieve the goal I color it in and it becomes this colorful page. This quarter I am doing potted plants, so I'm doing just the pots, and each pot will get written out, each goal on the pot, and then as I achieve the goal I'm going to draw in the plant. So it'll be a bit more interactive than just like blocks of color, which is what I normally do, but it also means that I get to add more color up front here on the setup video and just in the general, so when I'm looking at it, it's not quite so drab getting started. I know plants and gardening is a very popular theme, especially here at the beginning of springtime, and I don't care. I'm so ready to go back outside and play in the dirt and grow things. I love growing my own food, having plants around me. It's not something that I ever thought I would enjoy as an adult, and it's absolutely become something that I will never not do as long as I have the ability in my life. I generally do pick my themes for my planner based about what I'm excited about in my life, like what I'm wanting to bring forth. It's not so much like I think this will be fun to draw, or this is what this time of the year is all about. It's more like I'm excited about that. I want to manifest that. That's why it goes in my planner. And right now, growing and green things and life and renewal are definitely at the forefront of my brainwaves. Cool. Yeah, I'm really happy with that. So now we're getting into the new bit that I'm adding to this quarter setup. I've noticed that I've been dealing a lot with time sucks as far as media and distractions. So what I want to add to my planner is a list of things that I want to participate in as far as movies, shows, books, Skillshare lessons, things like that, things that I want to engage in that aren't necessarily my normal day-to-day life, and stick to those things instead of just getting pulled into random YouTube holes or random shows that I don't really enjoy or anything like that. So I'm just trying to make intentional lists of what I'm going to actively partake in as far as relaxing and media, specifically media. I've got 3 lists in the same style as the shelf I did on the goals page. So one is for things to watch, TV and movies. One is things to read, and the last one is things to learn. Because I'm trying to be more intentional about actually achieving things that I want to learn, especially with my Skillshare courses and whatnot, and actually upping my ability to know how to do things. I am using a stamp it's a bamboo stamp that I got in one of my subscription packs that I partake in, and I really love the idea of adding some organic feel that is just from a stamp, and I don't have to deal with drawing every little detail. And then I got these potted plant stickers that came in the same pack, and I decided to put them on the shelf because there's nothing really to draw in here, and I love these stickers, and I think they really they just added a really nice touch to everything without me having to draw everything. But I didn't have one small enough to fit on the top shelf, so I ended up having to draw something in there, and it actually ended up blending pretty well. But yeah, so everything is, and I'll probably add more as the quarter goes on. This last page of my setup is my normal quarterly trackers that has all my normal trackers that I keep every quarter. That includes my art sales, my word counter for my writing, my Instagram, and my YouTube schedule posts for my Boo comic, and of course my Plan With Me videos that I love sharing with you guys. I feel like there was just a subtle change to this quarter setup than I've been doing for the last couple quarters. where all I did was just shift the cover over one and then add in more things to track. But just these subtle changes, and of course I'm using stamps and stickers, which normally I've just been drawing everything out, and this nice subtle change really just filled out the spread and helped make everything feel brighter and more colorful. And I'm really digging on that, and I really want to use more stationery tools as an artist. That I get that in my head that I have to draw everything and I have to create everything from scratch, especially in my planner. And that's not true. I collect stickers and stamps for a reason. I like them. I should use them more often. And my planner is absolutely the place to do that. So I just accented everything with the same color I used for the birch shelf color that I was going with. And I'll fill in the details of dates and goal numbers off camera because you guys don't care or need to, you don't need to see all that, which has also helped me clear up a lot of space on my goals page, whereas it's like I have this word count goal. Well, I just put that in the top of my word counter over here in the tracker, and I don't have to use up a goal section on the goals page, so that's helped out. I hope you guys found inspiration from this setup and in your own quarterly setup and goals for this coming spring. If you liked this video, please give me a thumbs up and don't forget to subscribe and hit the bell. I will see you in the next one, Boo Buddies.